Hello everyone, I'm here at AZ Wine Company. They're doing the Paso Robles tasting, and here I am with Steve Peck of J. Lohr. Steve, you are in charge of red wine?
Right. We have our winery in Paso Robles is devoted exclusively to making our red wines.
What did you bring with you?
Well, a lot of people know us for our Seven Oaks Cabernet, that sort of famous red label that is oftentimes the first Paso Robles wine that people might have tasted, maybe the only Paso Robles wine they've ever tasted. And we're here with the Paso Robles Wine Alliance at AZ Wine Company to share some other things, some little hidden treasures that people maybe haven't seen. This box is a 6-pack of our Cuvée Saint E. These are sort of the creme de la creme of our red wine program. There's actually 3 different wines in this tier. They're all Bordeaux blends. They're named after different little regions in Bordeaux. One's called Palm, and it's similar to Pomerol style, which is Merlot based. We have another one that's based on a Pauillac model, which is the left bank where Cabernet Sauvignon dominates, and the wine that I have in front of me is our Saint E. So Saint-Emilion is a region where some of the greatest Cabernet Francs on the planet have ever been made. Typically the blends are less than 75% of a particular variety, which would put them sort of in the red blend class rather than varietal blends. And so we call this Saint E. This is our 2006.
What do these run in the retail world?
This at release is $50, and right now currently in the market it is our 2006. We recently were awarded Wine Enthusiast Magazine's Winery of the Year, and last year they gave us 94 points on this wine. So it's a wine that's really come together and really is a reflection of our ability to make quality wines, and we really are a Bordeaux house, and we can play at multiple price tiers, this being kind of our luxury.
Speaking of your winery, maybe in your vineyard a little bit, in the seminar that I saw you at yesterday, they were mentioning that there's a lot of sustainable type practices and even a solar program. Right.
Yeah, the California Wine Institute launched a pilot statewide certified sustainable program. We were part of the original 16 wineries in the pilot program, got our vineyards and wineries certified in 2009 and again in 2010. We did install, as part of our initiative, to kind of see if we can help stave off oil drilling off the coast of California and other sort of necessities. We installed a 3-acre solar array. It's the largest tracking solar array in North America at 750 kilowatts, so almost a megawatt of energy. It provides all the energy for the winery and then some.
So the joke you made yesterday was you dug up a bunch of Merlot to do that?
Yeah, well, with that movie Sideways, and it was kind of a, Merlot kind of took a hit, right? When Miles said, I'm not drinking any blanket Merlot, or if they order blanket Merlot, I'm leaving, And so a lot of people really turned away from Merlot, and sales had gone flat.
Too bad at the funny end of the movie, he ends up drinking it and liking it.
He ends up drinking Cheval Blanc, which is a wine similar to this class, where Cabernet Franc, Merlot are really the dominant varieties in a blend like that. So it was kind of a little hidden secret that real wine geeks caught onto, but a lot of people really didn't put 2 and 2 together. And that's really the difference in the model between French wines and American wines. Our wine proposition is really based on great varieties for the most part. The French proposition is really based on the regions, and then the growers in those regions really have over the decades or centuries have really selected the varieties that are best adapted to that that
like
particular
a flavor
region.
profile is what they're going for.
Yeah, well, it's flavors. I mean, the French model would be the flavors, but also just farming success. You're not gonna.
What's work?
We're here in the desert in Arizona, and not everybody's got a big green grassy front lawn, right?
Yeah.
People adapt their gardens to fit their natural surroundings. So whether it's whether it's how much rainfall and how, you're not going to plant, if you have a high rainfall area, you're not going to plant a variety that might be subject to mold or mildew, right?
Yeah.
So.
And then just one last question: what is the production on these roughly?
The production really you can really count in barrels. Typically you get about 25 cases of wine out of a barrel. We might do anywhere from 14 to 24 barrels of these wines, so under 1,000 cases.
Oh, okay. So this is like the other end of the spectrum from your Seven Oaks, which is the big one.
Right. Yeah. No. Seven Oaks is going to sell, I don't know, 400 or 500 bottles before, for every one of these. So this really is sort of the apex of our effort. These wines, starting with this vintage in 06, we actually started doing a berry sorting system. Cluster sorting's been around for Bordeaux for quite a while. We actually took it to the next level, which is where we destem our berries first, and then they get classified on a sort of shaker table, and we have a system that sorts out green berries and any raisin berries. And so we're really able to sort of synchronize and homogenize the flavor profile, which turns out to be very important in Bordeaux. Having uniform ripeness really ends up making much better Cabernet Franc wines, much better Merlot wines. It really allows us to kind of avoid the overripe flavors that tend to contribute dry tannins, and the green underripe flavors that kind of give sort of herbal characteristics to the
wine. Right, very good, yeah. Excellent. I'm looking forward to starting the tasting, so
all right.
Thanks for hanging out.
Good to see you.
Bye.